report to you about some very recent developments, developments that have a public connotation. Now, you will well remember that sometime in the year 2020, in the month of September, the DPP approved the charging of His Excellency, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Honorable Aisha Jumwa, for murder charges. You will recall that the events that led to the charge of the Cabinet Secretary for these murder charges were circumstances that were quite very curious. This was during a campaign when the people of Kilifi constituency were expected to vote in one of its members of county assembly. But due to some disagreements, one of the supporters of the opponent in that contest was shot dead. Now this resulted to a charge of murder being preferred as against the Cabinet Secretary and his bodyguard. Now, following so many concerted efforts from our end to bring to the attention of the Director of Public Prosecutions some very serious concerns with relations to the lack of connection of the evidence and the offense under which our client was charged, we are glad to report that today, when we had a mention of that case before the High Court in Mombasa, before Her Lady Justice Anne Ongijo, the DPP has in one resolve entered a nolle prosequi, which is an indication that the case, the murder charge, as against His Excellency the Cabinet Secretary Aisha Jumwa, has been terminated. So this essentially means that this is a good day for justice. It's a good day that where we get to celebrate the truth of a popularity, where we have seen that we are now readily accepting justice as opposed to those public stands where we had public officers being charged just for the sake of it. So on my part, as one of the council that was representing Aisha Jumwa under the leadership of Mr. Dunstan Omari, my senior, we are pleased with the outcome. We are glad that the Director of Public Prosecution has since addressed some of the concerns that we raised through our various pleas and concerns, our petitions calling upon his office to review the murder charges, to reinterrogate, to interrogate the evidence that was presented before him that led to the charging of Aisha Jumwa. So that should be all from me. I think my senior, Mr. Dunstan Omari, is going to also brief you on the outcome of what we are now celebrating. Thank you.
Well, our client Aisha Jumwa, the Minister for Gender and Public Service, was charged with the offense of murder. We took instructions. We were served with the evidence the state wanted to rely on. Upon getting this evidence, we evaluated the evidence and wrote to the Director of Public Prosecution, analyzing the evidence of the state and also giving Aisha Jumwa's version of the story. The version of the story, as Shadrach puts it, that it was a political rally. Aisha Jumwa, being the area member of parliament, walked into a hostile environment. Bullets were being shot up, violence was there, stones were there. Aisha Jumwa, all her life, has never owned a gun. She has never held a gun, whichever format of a gun. Out of the commotion that was there, somebody was shot dead. Conspicuously, the police took magazines and picked 5 guns for analysis. When we looked at the ballistic report, there was no indication that Aisha Jumwa had a gun. We raised this question at the preliminary stages, that for the offense of murder to be preferred against anybody, there must be mens rea. There must be malice aforethought. There must be a premeditated plan to kill. 2, there must be an action by the person being charged, called actors, that killed this person. Aisha Jumwa did not fall in that class, but she was charged. we applied for review under Article 157, 6, 7, and Article number 157.11. The premise being that an innocent person is being persecuted, the civil society will be looking to kill Aisha Jumwa political career, and that is why she was charged. The DPP agreed with us. And today, the DPP has made a formal application to withdraw the charges of one Waziri Aisha Jumwa. Aisha Jumwa will be a state witness because she was present. She can tell the public what she saw as one of the people who were at the scene of the crime that was committed. Is this a political tool available for one Nuruddin Haji? No. Everybody knows we have issues with the DPP. But on this one, the DPP has acted within the law. Which is the law? Under Article 157.11, he can review. He has reviewed. He has gone to Section 87A and withdrawn the matter. Is Aisha Jumwa the only one who has benefited from this? In the annual report to Parliament by the DPP, from 2015, in 2015, more than 8,000 cases were withdrawn. Last year, more than 18,000 cases were withdrawn. Therefore, there's nothing strange. We are also filing a petition shortly, calling upon the DPP to review the decision to charge one Ahmed Rashid the way he has reviewed the decision to charge and convict one Aisha Jumwa. So we are great. The matter will be in Mombasa on the 21st of December when officially a new charge sheet will be read and Aisha Jumwa will be cleared. Thank you very much.